Test, test, test. What's going on, yo? What's going on? Let me know how we sounding. Let me know how we sounding. Test, test, test. Let me know how the mic sounding. Let me know how the audio sounding. Let me know how the music sounding. What's going on, y'all? So we got a shit ton of news today, y'all. So we're not gonna be taking a setup as of right now. We're gonna be looking for some potential setups and, like always, breaking some stuff down, answering questions. But we have a shit ton of news today, y'all. We're gonna be going live later on with the members during the 8:30 news. Either 8:30, 7:45. I gotta check my schedule, but we're gonna go live with the members during one of the news events today, New York session. But we have 3:30 Euro news about to pop off, 4:30 GBP news, and we have 8:30 USD news, 9:45 USD news. So we got a lot of news popping off. But if y'all was in the live yesterday, the GJ setup we took ended up ripping to the downside. GU also ended up tanking yet again, as we can see right here. And then GU continued to tank last night as well. So again, this was literally right off Tokyo session. So everybody that be talking about there's no volume Tokyo session, again, they just don't know what they're talking about. There's volume every session. There's low volume every session. Now this setup is tempting, but we have news in like an hour. So I'm personally not going to take this setup right here. But we're still looking for sales on everything as of now. Gold, we're still kind of in reversal territory. And then we're still going to be looking for sales on NAS100 as well. Make sure to like the lives, y'all. Hop up in here, y'all, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We're almost at 4,800 subscribers. We can get to that easily, y'all. And like always, if y'all have any questions, drop them in the chat. Want me to look at any charts, drop them in the chat. But you already know the drill. We're just chilling, patiently waiting. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Those joining the stream, we have not entered anything yet. These are just trade ideas. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal, free Telegram. Y'all see on your screens how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. Want me to look at any charts, drop in the chat. But you already know the drill. We're just chilling, patiently waiting. We caught some nice setups yesterday. We still got a couple more setups we're going to be looking at today. But we got a lot of news popping off right now. So you already know I don't like to trade right on news. I like to trade before news or after news. So the way the news is set up today, we're just going to have to wait. We're just going to have to wait. We're still on the charts right now, though. We're about to see what price does. We might be live for the 4:30 news, too, depending on how this live goes. But again, y'all, like always, you got any questions, drop in the chat, and I got y'all. But it's been a good month. I mean, it's been a good month. It's been a good week. Even with the bank holiday on Monday. And the slow down week. This week we're still 3-0 this week. Caught a nice GJ sell yesterday. Broke this down and entered during the live stream yesterday. So if y'all's not in yesterday's live stream, definitely check out yesterday's live stream. GU also went as projected yesterday as well as last night. And then of course we broke down GU sells in what was it? Wednesday's live, Tuesday's live. I don't know, I'm terrible with time. And then as far as how we're doing this month, again, we went 5-0 last week. The week before that, we went 5-1. So that's how we're doing so far this month. And then we wrapped up January 20 wins, 3 losses, giving us an 87% win rate, catching a total 111,272 pips. So we've been absolutely killing it this year. Just picking up where we left off last year, though, because we go to look and see how we did last year. You go to January 9th. You can see how we wrapped up the entire of 2025, 232 wins, 30 losses, giving us an 85% win rate, catching a total of 849,000 pips. All right, y'all. Make sure to like the live and subscribe if you have not already. But yeah, we're about to see what this next 15 looks like. Let's see what this next 15 looks like. We have the Euro news about to pop off in about 2 minutes. Not really looking at any Euro charts, but it might affect the GBP pairs. We'll just have to wait and see. And then the game plan is still the same for gold. And this is why I said I was looking for either buys here or sells here, because you can clearly see how price has just been ranging in between these levels. So it's going to be interesting to see what the news and price does going into New York session today. But definitely not going to force a setup. That's the last thing you want to do, especially on Fridays. Because depending on how price plays out Fridays, either we're going to have a big ass push happen, whether it's going to be retracement or not. So we really just got to wait and see what price does. So it looks like G just going to try to retrace. I don't really want to look for sales up there again, to be honest. So I'm not even going to put my alert there. I do not want to look for sales if price pushes back up there. Only want to look for sales at these levels. So if price does retrace back up, even though we took a sell here yesterday, I'm not going to look for a sell here today at this level. I'm only going to look for sales if we could break below and maintain 2885 as resistance. And I'm just watching it. Whoops! I'm just watching to see what G is about to do. Either going to look for sales at 3465 or 3445 when it comes to GU. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on, new to trades? I see you up in here. My bad, y'all. I was editing some bit videos behind the scenes, but again, y'all, we're just kind of chilling right now. Still ask questions, still pay attention to how prices reacting to these levels, because at the end of the day, this is still the realistic side of trading. Not every day is going to be the exact same way, right? Yesterday, we took a trade immediately. Well, not on G, but we took a trade immediately on GJ where we started the live. But that's not going to be the case every day. You know what I'm saying? Like I always show y'all the signals and the times we take the trades. We don't take trades at the exact same time every day, but you still want to show up the same times every day. You know what I mean? But let me see what y'all talking about. What's going on, Roadmade? What's going on, Paul? I see you up in here. That's why I do. That's why I do. And we're just getting started. Like I said, we're slowly taking over. Instagram tripping. I see y'all that be liking my Instagram posts, but Instagram be tripping. I don't know why my posts don't be doing good on Instagram. I don't understand why. Like, only posts that do good on Instagram are like short videos that are like 7 seconds long, or of course if I'm doing some flashy shit, but I ain't doing all that shit, so it is what it is, right? I guess Instagram don't really like just straight up information. I don't know. But shout out to those that still be liking my posts on Instagram. Still make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, y'all. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens. Shout out to those that was in the TikTok live yesterday, and if y'all are missing the TikTok lives, y'all need to set y'all's alerts. I'm not alerts. I need to set y'all's alarms. I act like we're on the charts. Set y'all's alerts too, but not on TikTok, on the charts. But I will start next week. I'm gonna set the alarm now, because y'all know I'm gonna forget as soon as I end this live. I'm gonna do something else immediately after. So we will start streaming those on YouTube as well. Okay. Now I don't know if it's gonna be every day, because we be dropping some sauce over there. I am, you know, TikTok live is kind of, obviously people be hopping up in there that shouldn't be up in there, but I don't know if YouTube's ready for that shit. But y'all been asking, some of y'all been joining late, some of y'all be missing them, some of y'all be at work. So at least 2 times minimum, some of the lives will be posted on YouTube. And I'll be streaming on YouTube. I'm thinking about also streaming on TikTok at this time as well. But I don't know, we'll see. But I know I'm gonna start the TikTok lives during the New York session. At least 2 out of the 3 or 4 lives we do will be on YouTube. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna do my desk. That's really why I don't be liking to do both at the same time. Because my old tripod, I could kind of do it with, my new one I can't. And then plus, like, I have to have the tripod on my desk to hold the phone up, and then I have to have the mic close enough to me to still talk so y'all can hear me on YouTube. I'm gonna have to figure that out this weekend. So I got a few things I'm doing this weekend. I got to make some more videos for the course revamp in Playmaker University. I got to make some more videos, and then I got to figure out that setup. I got a lot to do this weekend for y'all, of course. You know, y'all don't be knowing what I be doing for y'all behind the scenes. Some of y'all be peeping, but I be doing a lot on the weekends for y'all. But you know, that's what you do. Like I said, we're taking over. I can't take over if, you know, we ain't doing what we doing over here. But we're gonna be on for a little bit, y'all. We might be on for the GBP news depending on how this live goes, but y'all know how it is. Y'all got questions, y'all ask questions, these lives will last longer. If nobody's asking questions in the chat, you know, we're gonna end the live early. You know how it goes. So again, any trading questions at all, drop them in the chat. Y'all was all in the TikTok lives asking hella questions, but then the YouTube lives, y'all don't be asking questions. Obviously some of y'all do, but I'm talking about, it'd be weird. Like, y'all be all up in the TikTok lives asking questions, and y'all show up, you're like, when do y'all live stream? When do you live stream? I'm like, I'll be on YouTube. Maybe because it's early, right? Maybe some of y'all ain't awake. Then maybe that's what it is. I know some of y'all be hearing at 3 a.m. You're like, oh, I don't know about wanting to go into the live no more. Maybe that's what it is. You know, we're not all early birds and night owls. I get it. I just dropped a new video for y'all the other day, y'all. Make sure to check that out, and make sure to explore the playlist and catch up to the videos over the weekend, y'all. Like I always say, do not waste the weekend. The weekend is literally just 2 days, and if you're brand new to trading, you cannot afford to not do shit trading wise for those 2 days. Got to take advantage of the weekend, y'all. Got to take advantage of the weekend. What's going on, Emmanuel? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Can't complain. Can't complain at all when these charts are feeding us. So you seen how GJ played out yesterday? Hey, nothing to complain about. GJ went absolutely stupid. Y'all thought I was joking. Y'all thought I was joking. I told y'all after I closed that live out yesterday, I was going to sleep. I went to sleep and woke up to GJ just taking a shit, right? But I'm telling y'all, like, you don't have to be on the charts all day because the markets are going to do what the markets are going to do, right? So you don't have to stare at the chart the whole time you're in the trade if you don't want to. I definitely don't do that shit all the time. I'm really only on the chart super paying attention to the setup, like when I first take the setup. But after that, I just, manage my stop loss if I manage my stop loss, and I just let it go to TP or whatever price I'm targeting on my accounts. But again, y'all, this is why we don't breakout trade. I'm always going to point out why I don't breakout trade every time we see an example. Imagine if we would have woke up today and we FOMO'd. Like, oh shit, G just took a dump. Let me go for a sell here right at London Open without waiting for the break and retest. Would have took a loss for no reason, right? Because this was our stop loss. We would have took a loss for no reason. And then again, this is when people go online talk about, oh, stop loss getting hunted, buyers taking over, all this other dumb shit. But again, it's not that deep. It's simply you rushing the setup, just like right here, right? Why is price constantly rejecting this level? Because again, price did not turn the support level into a resistance level. Just like right here, if you would have broke out traded here, you would have took a loss, right? Because again, price did not turn that resistance level into a support level. So if you do not understand how support resistance works, check out the playlist on YouTube. I've been telling you all the time, click these. I'm telling y'all, I cannot tell. I'm not like these other motherfuckers. These motherfuckers tell y'all to click links for other reasons. I tell y'all to click links because these links are going to help y'all out. So y'all not in the free Telegram, y'all not in the free trading crash course, you're not checking out the YouTube videos or the TikTok videos, y'all are missing out on the free gaming information. So let me go ahead and drop it in the chat for y'all because, I'm just such a kind individual. I'm just going to go ahead and drop in the chat for y'all. So y'all don't even got to search for it, right? There ain't no excuse no more. I eliminated all excuses. You don't even got to search for it no more. It's right in the chat. Yeah, that trade, yeah, I'm telling you. And again, that's why I always say go with the flow of price, right? Because when we look at GJ, on the smaller time frame, right? Because we took this trade London session. On the smaller time frame, we saw price turn this level back into support, and we saw bullish momentum. But again, this is why I tell you all you have to identify the trend on the bigger time frame. You see what I mean? Because you try to identify the trend on the same time frame you're looking for an entry off of, and we would have went for a buy here, we would have took an L for no reason. Or because price held this lower support here, if we would have went for a buy here, we would have took an L, right? If we would have went for a buy here, we would have took an L. And a lot of people would be confused by that, but again, it's because, and this is why I laugh when people say online support. You gotta know, it's a lot of shit they say online that doesn't work is the shit that actually works, which is hilarious, right? That's like if people start going online, saying, you know what? Fuck seatbelts, y'all. Seatbelts don't work. Seatbelts are overrated. Don't use seatbelts, no more. Don't wear a helmet when you're on a motorcycle, going 80 miles, 90 miles an hour on the highway with no protection. Fuck a helmet, right? That's basically what they talk about when they talk about support resistance doesn't work. And the reason why they say it doesn't work is because one, they're trying to sell some bullshit thing where you have to memorize 20 bearish patterns, 20 bullish patterns, or they're trying to sell a bot or an indicator. Or two, is because they don't use support resistance how it's supposed to be used. So again, make sure to watch these videos so you actually know how to use support resistance. It's not as simple as, oh, here's a resistance level, go for sells. Here's a support level, go for buy. It's not that simple, right? Trading is simple, but there's still some logic and science behind it. You see what I'm saying? So make sure to check those videos out if you have not already. So goals at this level here, we're about to see if we can break and maintain 50.26 as support. If so, we can look for buys going to 50.42. If we fail to hold this level as support, then the only way we're going to look for a setup is if we break below and hold 49.76 as resistance. And again, this is why I don't set sell limits. This is why I don't set buy limits. This is why I don't breakout trade, because we would have broke out trade and got excited or impatient at 9:30 open. We would have took a loss for no reason. If we would have went for a sell here, we would have took a loss for no reason, right? And just like right here, if we would have went for a buy here, we would have took a loss for no reason. So again, there is no rush to wait for your confirmation. I get comments all the time. All these confirmations, by the time I check all these confirmations, the play is going to already move. No, that's not how it works. If you watch the live streams, that clearly doesn't happen. You see what I'm saying? I wait for my confirmations all the time, and nothing bad happens to me. You know what I mean? But again, y'all, if you got any questions, drop in the chat, and I got y'all. We have 4:30 news for the GBP pairs. We're going to be live for the 4:30 news, see how that plays out. And I got to check my schedule, but we're either going to go live during the 8:30 or the 7:45 news. I'm not 7:45, 9:45 news for the USD pairs. I'm leaning towards the 8:30 one, but we'll see. I have to check my schedule. Let me zoom in so y'all can see how price is reacting to these levels. My Telegram be tripping. But y'all don't have your copies of the playbooks, y'all need to get your copies of the price action technical analysis playbook, as well as the other playbook I have, which is the trader's mindset. I'm gonna start posting about this one too, because this one's important too, right? But I'll be stressing this one more, because before you can take trades, like I talk about all the time in the TikTok lives, before you open up a broker, before you buy a prop firm challenge, you have to understand how the markets work. Once you understand how the markets work, that is then when you learn or come up with the strategy, okay? Then once you learn or come up with a strategy, that is when you practice it on a demo account until you're profitable for at least a month to 3 months, okay? That's not practicing for a month on a demo. That's practicing until you're at least profitable for 4 weeks straight, okay? And this playbook goes over all that. It goes over psychology. You know how I am. I'm very straightforward. What it says is literally what you're going to get, right? Just like when you join the Advanced Play Signal and Playmaker University one-on-one sessions, what it says is what you get, right? So again, make sure to click that link in the description, y'all. Make sure to click that link in the description. In the room. First 2 links in the description, y'all. And then after you join those 2 links, make sure to explore the channels. All right, because I promise y'all, a lot of the questions y'all be asking me, the answers there, right? A lot of the questions y'all be asking me, the answers are there. You know what I mean? So y'all just gotta explore the channels. Again, do not just be following me here for the live streams. Do not just be following me on TikTok for the live streams. Check out the videos that I post. All right, I got a lot of free game all over the place. But again, y'all, if you have any questions, drop in the chat. Want me to look at any charts, drop in the chat. Make sure to like the live if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. We're almost at 4,800 subscribers. We can get to that easily. Alright, we just broke this low. We're gonna see if we can hold right here. Got a new hour about to pop up right now. Waiting for the retest here, y'all. Waiting for the retest. Hasn't retested yet. I want to say GU's out the question. Like, the game plan's still the same with GU. We just have to wait. We just have to wait for our confirmations. I'd say GJ's out the question unless it pushes back down here, but GU is still valid. We're just waiting to see what level it holds as resistance, and if it does hold a level as resistance. Same with gold. Gold broke this level, so now we're going to be looking for a retest here. GJ, and that's how I am. That's why I'm not even looking at it, because there's no point in staring at GJ. If my game plan is sales and my confirmation for sales aren't met, there's no point in looking at GJ and then trying to go for a buy set or trying to. That's how you get fucked up, right? That's why I don't really get why everybody on the future side until the end of last year was obsessed with NQ. Like, it was kind of like weird. It was almost cult-like. Like, everybody's just NQ. I'm like, why do y'all only trade NQ? Like, what is going on here? right? And it wasn't until like the end of last year that people finally was like, oh, there's other things I could trade besides NQ, right? That's why I look at multiple charts. I have a game plan for each chart. I don't switch my game plan when my game plan is sells or my game plan is buys. If my confirmations aren't met, I just go to another chart to see if my confirmations are met, or I just wait for a setup that meets my confirmation and rules, right? You don't have to catch every setup. I would even call this a setup. You don't have to catch every candlestick. You don't have to catch every pip. You don't have to catch every point. Like I say, trading is about going for high probability, high quality setups. So it's not a setup that meets my rules. If it's not a setup in my trading plan or my trading strategy, I don't really care what's happening, right? Just like with gold, you don't hear me saying, damn, gold's flying, gold's pumping. I don't care, right? Because it didn't retest, so I don't care. You know what I mean? Once it retests, then I'm gonna care, right? So even if gold keeps on pushing, I'm just gonna either wait for price to retest this level or break above and hold this level as support, then go for buys. I'm still gonna wait for my retest regardless of what happens. And that's how y'all should look at the charts as well. Right, that's why sometimes, we'll take like GJ buys or GJ sells all week, and the next week I won't look at GJ. And then sometimes people be confused, like, wait, we just made a shit ton of money last week on GJ or G. Why are we not looking at it today? Or why aren't we looking at US30 today? Why aren't we not looking at NQ today? It always goes back to market structure and the trading plan. But we got a new 15 about to pop up. Let's see what this next 15 does. Again, y'all, if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. Want me to look at any charts, drop them in the chat. I watch your videos while I'm at work and study when I get home. You're the go with info, mental focus on staying into the plan, following flow of price. Yep, it's called the playbook for a reason. And you see it already working. Like, I got people that literally just found me on Monday, and they're in my lives. There was something in my TikTok live yesterday, like, where I just put what you said to the test, and I just made some money, or I just passed a funded account, right? So like it works. You just have to stick to the process. The reason why people struggle with trading is because they're always been inconsistent with shit. They do this one day, do this another day. Like, you can't figure out what works and what doesn't work if you're not consistently doing the same shit. Like, you can't breakout trade Monday, use a trend line Tuesday, indicator Wednesday, wait for a retest Thursday, and then reversal trade Friday, and then look at your trades for the week and be like, okay, this is my win rate. No, because you did completely different things every single day. So we're about to see how price reacts to this level right here, y'all. We got GBP news at 4:30. We're about to see if that does anything to the markets. But I'm still looking for sells on everything besides gold. Buys on gold. Gold did the move we're looking for, but it didn't retest, so that's why I didn't take the setup. Shout out to anyone that did take the setup, but I am not in that setup. And I'm going to be watching to see how GU plays out and GJ going into this 4:30 news. We got 4:30 news for GBP, then we have 8 USD news, 9:45 USD news. Look at how price reacted to this level right here. I'm very interested to see what GU and GJ is going to do. We're going to be on for a little bit longer, y'all. Again, if you have any questions, drop in the chat, and I got y'all. Shout out to those tuning in. Appreciate those that like the live. Yep. But we're sticking to the game plan. Sticking to the game plan. Again, you have to get to the point where you don't see candlesticks as missing money or, oh, this is a big move, this is a big move up, big move down. You got to get to the point where you just tunnel vision on your setups, right? Now, I don't even see, obviously I see candlesticks, but I'm at the point where my brain doesn't register or care until it does what I'm looking for. You see what I'm saying? And that's where I want y'all to be at. I see this move, but again, you see how I don't care at all. But as soon as price breaks this level or retests this level, that's when I'm locked in paying attention. You see what I mean? That's why I'm not really looking at NAS100, because NAS100 is not beating my game plan. So I don't care what's going on with NAS100. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm not really looking at GJ, because GJ, like I said, I'm not really going to look for a sell here. I only want to look for sales down here. So that's why I'm just looking back and forth between gold and GU, because these are the only charts at the moment that's still valid for possible setups. And now I'm just waiting for my confirmations and my green light to take the setup. You see what I mean? And this is why we wait till after the news plays out. We don't trade right before news. This is why we let the news do what the news is going to do. So we're still gonna look for a retest right here, but that's why I say you either trade before news or after the news, not right at the news, because sometimes price will spike out of the opposite direction. All right, y'all, but even so, look how price is still reacting and respecting my levels. My bad, y'all. I had the mouse in the way. But yeah, gameplay's still the same though. Gameplay's still the same. We're gonna see how New York session plays out. I'm not taking any set as London session, y'all. I just want to be live because this is the realistic side of the market. Not every day we're gonna be taking setups at the same time. So what my game plan for today is, my game plan is still the same, but I am gonna wait to see, of course, how the news plays out. So I'm probably not gonna take a setup till possibly 10 o'clock because we have news at 8:30 and 9:45. And if I don't see anything I like, I'm not going to take a setup because you don't have to trade every single day. For example, did we trade Monday? Did we trade Tuesday? No, we did not. We traded Wednesday. We traded yesterday. And even though we only traded 2 days out of the week, guess what? Those 2 days out the week, what happened? We made money, right? So you don't have to trade every day. You definitely don't want to force setups for no reason. You see what I'm saying? But we are going to look for a retest here on gold. So I'm having my alert right here. We're going to look for a possible retest here, see how price plays out and reacts. Shout out to everybody in the live, y'all. Shout out to everybody who's been live since the beginning. Shout out to everybody who's been live since y'all joined. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal, free Telegram. Make sure to catch up on the videos. Y'all know what to do, y'all. Click those links in the description. Peace. We out.